Are you a prepper or homesteader looking to connect with like-minded people in your area? Looking to start your own preparedness group? Already have a group? Well, look no further than PrepperNet. PrepperNet is dedicated to personal responsibility, individual freedoms, and being self-reliant. PrepperNet has monthly meetings in over 100 cities where you can meet and learn with like-minded people in your area. PrepperNet, where preppers unite. Find us online at preppernet.com.
Survive, thrive, stay alive. It's time to get prepared with the Prepping Academy podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prepping Academy podcast. Patrick in the host seat again. Going to do a quick show today on my top 10, or at least current top 10, prepping gifts for the holidays. I know everybody's out there looking to shop. Everybody's looking for what to get people for Christmas. And I picked 10 items that I'm really enjoying at the moment that I thought would make great gifts. I tried to make as many of them local or American-made products as I could, but some of them aren't, and most of them are reasonably priced. That being said, I want to welcome everybody to the Prepping Academy podcast. If you would like to learn more about our organization PrepperNet, please check us out at www.preppernet.com or our social media platform at www.preppernet.net. Normally, you'd find me talking about communications, and I'll get back to that soon. And we're actually going to talk about a few communications and communications electronic presents tonight, but for tonight, we're just going to do holiday, Christmas, fun stuff. So let's get this party started. First, I want to tell everybody that I am not being paid to recommend any of these products at this point. They are not sponsors of the Prepping Academy, and they're not sponsors of Patrick. They're just products that I really like and products that I want to share with you guys that I think would make wonderful gifts for folks. Products that I have had good success with. First on my list of prepper holiday items are shade stopper solar panels. Picked one of these up a few months ago. I've been really enjoying it. And unlike a lot of the little bit cheaper solar panels, these solar panels continue to produce decent power when clouds move over, when maybe a tree limb or something gets on them. They're great for setting up portable in the field when that you need some solar power, but can't stare at your solar panels all day to make sure that they don't get shaded by something. Because a lot of solar panels, when they get shaded, produce almost no power, and it just goes to nothing. These still do pretty decent with just a little bit of shade. Liking these, I think they may have a Black Friday sale or something going on. Don't know. I'm not an affiliate. They're not paying me any money to say anything about them. It's just a product that I found and I like. If you're looking for those, they're not the cheapest. There's a sub $200 Christmas present or holiday present for someone, but great choice if you're looking for a solar panel. At least I think so. And moving on to another one that's not an American-made product, unfortunately. But if you're looking for a radio for someone, and you're looking for a sub $100 radio, in fact, probably around a $50 radio, the Readiness RA89 is a good upgrade from the classic Baofeng. It's a dual-band VHF-UHF radio that's supposed to be IP67 waterproof. Lots of folks have dunked them in a bucket of water. I haven't gotten that brave yet, but good radio, a little better than a Baofeng, definitely more waterproof than a Baofeng. Might be a good additional prepper gift for somebody looking to get into a little bit of amateur radio, portable radio operations for a budget, or as a good backup radio. Next on my list is one of my current favorite pocket knives. I am a little bit of a knife snob, and most of my friends know that I'm a Benchmade, ProTech, that kind of guy. But there is a place for a bit less expensive but still good quality knives, because losing a $200+ Benchmade is no fun, let me tell you. when I'm traveling, when I'm going somewhere that I might lose my regular EDC knife, this is probably my go-to knife. And that is the Ontario Knife and Tool Rat 1 folder. And not just any Rat 1. I strongly suggest that you get the one that is made out of D2 steel. That's Delta 2 steel. There's others that are a little bit cheaper that are made out of AUS 8 that are not nearly as nice of a knife. The D2 holds a good edge. It's pretty rugged, pretty durable. It's not super stainless, so you do need to take care of it. But it is a great knife design for $50. I think I got mine for either $40 or $50. So they're still out there. They're a little hard to find sometimes. Great $50 knife. I believe they're made in Taiwan. And the overall feel of them and design kind of reminds me of some of my 1990s Benchmates, actually. Good sub $100 pocket knife for somebody interested in a just good general all-around use knife. Another item on the list to take a look at that I love is this Streamlight Siege, particularly the AA model lantern. It uses 3 AA's. They last quite a while, have multiple power settings. This is probably my favorite, like blackout, give to the kids, set one in the bathroom, hang it up in the tent, wherever you just need some general light during a power outage. Great little lantern, not too expensive, and not too big either. They're about the size of a can of Coke. Great little choice to get somebody a little bit of light as a Christmas present. So honestly, great to give kids. My son has one and loves it. It's a great toy for the kids as well that they can use in an emergency too. The Streamlight Siege. Now, a couple of other interesting items as we get a little bit more stateside oriented here. Want to throw a shout out to a local company here where I'm at called Happy Bunny Farms. Happy Bunny Farms is actually run by 2 of my friends that make some very, very high quality fertilizers, garden soils, and other soil amendments naturally and organically from rabbit waste and worm castings and other things. They are pelletized, so they're not yucky and smelly and hard to deal with. Great products. It's getting that time of year to start seeds shortly after the first of the year, get that garden going, get ready for next year, or maybe even take care of the stuff in the greenhouse. So I would encourage you guys, if you're looking for something for the gardener to try out, especially the organic gardener, to take a trip over and check out their products from some people like us, some preppers, some folks that live and do the things that we do, and they get it and they understand. And you can find them at happybunnyfarms.com and directly order from their website. If you do go there and want to order, they have been nice enough to give me a discount code. So if you use the discount code, all caps PAT, that is for you ham radio guys, Papa Alpha Tango, you will get a 10% discount on your order. Again, local American-made products by people like us. And while we're talking about local products that are made by other preppers, if you don't have a first aid kit or there's someone that you love that doesn't have a first aid kit, first aid kits are great Christmas presents. A stop the bleed kit, a blowout kit. What other thing can you give someone that says, I love you and I want you to stay alive and stay with me for as long as you can. So I'm going to give you the tools that you need in an emergency to make sure that the blood stays on the inside where it's supposed to be. First aid kits, that's another great one. And if you're going to get a first aid kit, get a first aid kit put together by people that first know what they're doing, and second, make quality American-made products. So for this one, I'm going to throw a plug out for Refuge Medical at refugemedical.com. If you need a inexpensive, relative terms, nothing in the true trauma first aid world is cheap, but their Bleeding Prevention Kit, or BPK, is very reasonably priced at sub $100 and is everything that you need to treat a critical bleed. Give someone that you love the gift of life, and maybe you'll save their life, or maybe they'll save someone that they love's life during a traffic incident or any other event, situation, scenario where you need to render aid, because you are your own first responder. Most of us who are preppers get that. Over the years, I've used my first aid kit probably more than any other piece of prepping gear and other prepping skills I've got. So if you don't have any skills to use that, then I encourage you to get those as well. That could even be a good gift for someone. Get them in a trauma first aid class. Another great prepping gift is probably, this is one of the simplest ones, but it's also, I think, one of the coolest ones. If you're just not sure what to get somebody, give them a 1 ounce silver bar, or give them a 1 ounce silver coin. Silver spot prices in the 30-ish, some whatever dollars right now. So it's a not super expensive present, but you're giving them something of value. And silver is one of those things that can be used for monetary purposes or investment, saving value, all those good things. It's just it makes a good Christmas present that people don't think about. I have some friends that give their kids an ounce of silver for Christmas. It's a good Christmas present for them to save up, and by the time they're adults, who knows what it'll be worth. Could be worth a lot. Another great Christmas present that I wholeheartedly, personally endorse is a silky folding saws. You're in the bushcraft world, you've done any bushcraft, you know what a silky is. If you don't, now's the time that you need to learn about silkies. They're some of the finest folding saws out there made. The model F180, that's Foxtrot 180, is the one that I have in my personal bug out bag. It's fairly lightweight, big enough to do some work, but not so big that it's hard to carry, and way outperforms its weight, and is just a phenomenal tool for anybody that's in the survival, bushcraft, backcountry, traveler kind of world. Great gift. And a good stocking stuffer, even if you're just looking for a stocking stuffer. If I got a silky saw in my stocking, I wouldn't turn that down, that's for sure. Check those out. They also make bigger saws than the F180 if you want to give somebody I think they have the Gnome Boy and a couple models that are quite a bit bigger that people use to trim trees and do heavier work with. So certainly makes great Christmas presents there. Another great Christmas present that I tossed in here, and I think we're getting close to 10, and I may go over 10. We'll see, because there's some neat stuff out there, is the Council Tool. And just a little word about Council Tool. I believe most of Council Tool, if not all of Council Tool's stuff, is made in America. They're one of the less expensive quality axe and cutting tool options out there. They're not Gransfors Brooks price stuff. They're a little more budget friendly for the rest of us, but their tool quality is light years ahead of the stuff you're going to find at Home Depot. A good present for someone, even as an adult, a great present for someone, is their 2 1/4 pound boy's axe. It is the perfect size to carry in the backcountry with you. It's not too big, but it's still big enough to do some real work if you need to. 2 1/4 pound boy's axe, fairly reasonably priced. And if you want to get them a really cool accessory for that, especially if they're a homesteader, they've got some trees to deal with, they're doing tree work, that kind of thing, is grab them a Grizzly Peak Enterprises 6 5/8 size aluminum axe scabbard. It's just an aluminum scabbard you put on your belt, and then you can carry your axe. in the scabbard on your belt, usually on your back, so that while you're working, if you need to drive wedges, you need to cut something, you need to do whatever, you got your axe right there. And the 2.5 pound is not so heavy that it's hard to deal with back there. I know lots of people carry full, 4.5 pound axes back there, but for my needs, I like the little 2.5, and that's a great little combo. It would make a great little Christmas present for somebody that spends a lot of time in the woods on their property and doing that kind of thing. The last official item I have on my list here that I wrote down is the Pure Fire Tactical Fire Folding Fire Starter. I picked one of these up at Heritage Life Skills 4 or 5 years ago. It's a big magnesium bar with a big ferrite rod attached to it that folds up into a little plastic case. And it's by far the best ferro rod magnesium combo that I have ever used. I managed to find them. It looks like you can find them for sale through Amazon. I guess they've got a little Amazon web store set up. Great little fire starter. And the magnesium on it is super soft, so it's easy to shave off like real ribbons of magnesium to get a fire going with. It's like I said, it's quickly become my favorite little fire starting ferro rod magnesium combo device. Not cheap compared to some of the ones you see in the big box stores, but a lot better. So worth looking at for, again, the bushcrafter on your list. And I think also, if I remember right, the case has a magnet in it to hold a piece of like a hacksaw blade or something, so you always have something to strike it with. It doesn't get lost. Really, really neat little design. Great, another great one on the list. And the last item that I've got on the list, another communications type thing, and this was a late arrival. I got to thank one of the PrepperNet folks for sending this to me because I'd commented about it but hadn't seen them on Amazon yet. So if you want to give Bezos some money, you can go there and get these. The extended Baofeng UV5R. Yes, I'm suggesting something for Baofeng. I'm not sure I'm okay, but anyway, lots of folks have Baofengs. They're all over the place, and they want accessories for them. So it's worth mentioning that you can now get USB-C rechargeable batteries for them. And that's a great little addition for somebody that already has those that make a cool little present. Here's an extra battery, and it's when you don't need the charge cradle or any fancy proprietary power adapter cables to charge in the field. You can just plug your USB-C phone charger into it and get on with it. Another great little technological Christmas present. Now, I could go on and on with all kinds of stuff, but I did say I was going to try to limit myself to 10, and I think that's 11 or maybe 12. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's a few items that I personally really like for Christmas presents, and price ranging from sub $50 to sub $200. A lot of these items are still available at last check on sale. So if you look around, you might find a Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all December type sale thing going on that save you a few extra dollars. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in. This is a fairly short episode, but I wanted to get some ideas and some thoughts out there for Christmas. I know there's lots of Black Friday deals, lots of Cyber Monday deals, lots of all kinds of different things out there to save some cash on prepping related stuff for the holidays. Anyway, just wanted to throw a few things out there for you guys to take a look at. And that being said, as always, check us out at www.preppernet.net or www.preppernet.com to learn more about PrepperNet. If you'd like to learn more about communications and how to communicate when the grid goes away and that cell phone is worthless, check out the communications section of preppernet.net and the Communications Academy. And there are lots of folks there that can help you get started, help you identify what you need to do to accomplish your goals and how to temper your goals to be a little more realistic at times in an emergency. There's lots of things that can be done, and few things are impossible. It's just a matter of time, skill, and money. As always, the story of everyone's life. If we had enough time, if we had enough money, and if we had enough skills, we could go to the moon. Or something like that. Anyway, been great speaking with everyone. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't talk to you before then. This is Patrick in for the Prepping Academy podcast, 7-3.
Thanks for listening to the Prepping Academy podcast. Preppers Unite at www.preppingacademy.com.
Has your data been hacked? Do you feel uneasy about the vulnerability of your personal information online? Were you involved in the Target, LinkedIn, or Microsoft data leaks? Don't know? If not, then pay attention. Join Forrest Garvin from PrepperNet for a free webinar on privacy and security. Gain insights into safe internet browsing, VPNs, crafting online aliases, secure emails, detecting if your data has been hacked, and managing passwords. Secure your spot today for this webinar on privacy and security. It's free. This webinar delves into comprehensive strategies for bolstering your online privacy. We've got you covered, from fortifying your passwords to shielding your financial information and mastering state-of-the-art encryption techniques. We're offering 2 convenient dates to suit your schedule. Reserve your spot now at preppernet.com/privacy. Don't let cyber threats erode your peace of mind any longer. Take the first step toward a safer, more secure online experience by joining us for our free webinar. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to safeguarding your privacy. Sign up now at preppernet.com/privacy. We'll see you there.